My name is Ben McGuire, and I will be discussing three potential procurement objectives for businesses. In the first instance, we shall look in depth at how managing the purchasing process effectively and efficiently is an essential objective for procurement purposes. Then, we shall see the different requirements to successfully manage the supply base. To finish the analysis section of this presentation, we will analyze the importance of developing strong relationships with other functional groups. So first off, managing the purchasing process effectively and efficiently. The application of efficient methods in the supply chain will enhance the general effectiveness of the company's production. By evaluating and selecting the appropriate suppliers, the company allows for more efficiency in its supply line. It is vital that the majority of the company's purchases be approved through the procurement process and that major functional outputs are in cohesion with this process. For a company's procurement process to be efficient and effective, it is important that management makes sure it's consistently revised and reviewed. The review process will have to include a revision of the work itself, understanding its unique requirements. By reviewing the process, the management team will be able to evaluate the efficiency and effectiveness of the work and be able to suggest alternative solutions of procurement that will allow the company to save on costs. This continuous review permits the company to stay ahead of costs and trends. So moving on to the supply base. Supply base management can be divided into four elements. Firstly, the management of major suppliers, which consists in finding and retaining the essential suppliers for the company, must be thoroughly analysed by the procurement team in order to make the best decisions. Secondly, the management of minor suppliers, which essentially consists of supply evaluation to identify process capabilities, evaluating their strengths and weaknesses, and developing a wider range for the supply base of both activities incorporated in the management of minor suppliers, as well as educating suppliers to ensure they understand the goals of the organization they are supplying to. It is important to ensure they know how the buying system operates and how they are personally evaluated. The other two elements consist of scouting proactively to find more suitable suppliers and transitioning these findings into the general management process. And lastly, developing strong relationships with other functional groups is essential. The purpose of developing strong relationships with the various functional groups within a business is to enable the procurement team to reduce cycle times, as well as having an input into product development and collaborating with the marketing team in order to generate additional revenues. It's necessary to cooperate with internal customers to achieve a great understanding of the necessary requirements and improve the general integration of the business. So working alongside the engineering team to help develop and process the technology requirements, as well as having an early insight into the material specifications and supporting new product teams are all tasks that can be shared between the procurement and engineering team. The team can also work alongside the operations team to gain further knowledge into suppliers' performance and learn the different functions necessary to improve the business. The marketing department is another department that procurement support personnel should work with in order to forecast and demand planning requirements and to know of new product ideas that the company is looking to develop. Having seen all three major objectives that the procurement department should aim to achieve, we now have a better understanding of the different functional elements incorporated into the business. All of these objectives will help improve the procurement process of any business and therefore improve the company's productivity. Thank you.